Hi, this is a dual layer kick sound design of the gotharman Little Format 3. If you already use the percussion oscillator in the gotharman Little Format 3, you know it's really easy to make heavy on the hard click or impact with this percussion oscillator, but it can be slightly more tricky to keep the sub on the deep part of the kick. So this time I'm gonna build first the sub part and add after a click. So for that, I will use the chip 2 oscillator, sine. Let's put some trigger, fall to the floor. Alright, so now we're gonna tune down, put some envelope 1 into the pitch, put the envelope in logarithmic mode, alright, not bad. Let's... Alright, and we can try to move the fine parameter for different pitch flavors. Let's try with that first. As you can hear, we have slightly some high end at the top. We can reduce that by using a clean filter, a state variable one, like the low pass. Put the mix at the maximum, increasing the input, and put the boost at the maximum for compensate the level loss we just have. Let's route the envelope 2, put something like that to the cutoff point. Alright, not bad. At this moment, I want to use some distortion already on bus 1. I found the valve on the fuzz as a 2 distortion sounding better for the sub, so let's try this. Most of the time I will put the drive right before the really distortion kick in. Something like that. Not too bad, so now we can try different pitches. It's really not bad. So now we're gonna add a click or an impact to this kick. So for that, we're gonna use the trigger option of this part. So going to trigger another part, let's very shortly, something like 5 or 6, trig the, oh sorry, this is not that, trig the part 1. So now we have the part 1 being triggered to at the same time. So on this part, I will use a percussion oscillator, add some pitch envelope to the attack tool, well, as you can hear, we already have a really nice click, but let's alright, not bad. Let's put the VCI with a click in logarithmic mode or linear. Let's try this. Alright. We really have just a click for now. Let's try the noise. as you can hear, with different pitch, the sound really change. So now the idea is mixing this sound with the first one. Let's bring back the first one. And here it is. Let's add slightly more distortion. Now, if you want to continue the processing of that, I will put it in a compressor for glue the two sounds together. Compressor at unity gain. Without, with, without, with. As we can hear, the click, in my opinion, is slightly too loud for now, so let's reduce it slightly. Alright. So I think now you have a very good start for have a deep kick with 2 layers. Of course, it will really depend how you process the click part on the third part. For now we have only gentle compression and distortion, but you can add many things like EQ, etc. To play with the time, the VCA time of the two sounds, sorry. And you can try to play with the tuning. It really depends on the flavor, the kick you want to have. Going to sub-reducing. Self-FM slightly can give some grit to the kick. Alright, so now let's try some other distortion on parameter. Let's try valve distortion, for example. Or sine. Without, with. Whoa, X distortion slightly too much, right at the beginning. And the asymmetrical will be exactly the same. But in this case, you can just reduce the mix and add a slightly partial of the process sound to the dry sound. And you can have some interesting result. Let's move the compressor slightly. Alright, bring back to something like that. So I just put the compressor slightly too heavy, I think, on this. We prefer something like that. Alright, so I hope it will help you to understand how you can make deep sound based on the gotharman Little Reformer 3 on the 2-layer kick sound design. Bye bye.